back to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. I am Connor Williams, and we're back with another one of our 24/7 news report videos. As always, we start our news videos with our headline news. And the headline news today is Everton are interested in signing Barcelona midfielder Gavi. I'm going to pronounce it, or Gavi. I think it's probably Xavi. Liverpool, Chelsea, Bayern Munich are also interested. Barcelona don't want to sell the 17-year-old. That's according to AS, the source. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't think this is happening in a million years. If Barcelona don't want to sell him, they tend to do something in La Liga where they put massive buyout clauses, like you're talking 2 billion, 1 billion, silly money, because they don't want to lose their players like that. I don't know if there's something that makes them have to put it in at all, but they obviously don't want to lose the players, so they put silly buyout clauses in it. So if Barcelona don't want him to go, I don't think he's going unless he really forces his way out. But now that Xavi's actually the manager there and stuff, they probably will see him as the future. And also, even if he did want to go, Liverpool, Chelsea, Bayern Munich, all ahead of us. He's not gonna. He's not. It hurts me to say this, but he's not going to pick us over them, is he? He's really not. He's going to go to. Out of all of them, he'd probably go Bayern Munich, I think. But he's not going to go to anyone other than those three. I don't think he comes to us at all. It's a nice little idea. It's a nice dream. I don't know where AS Roma have got it from, but realistically, it's just not going to happen for me. So we'll have to move on to the next bit of news that we have, because there is some more news of Everton messing around in Spain and looking for players. Everton have joined the race to sign Barcelona defender Clement Lenglet. This has come from Fajarez Football. We were linked with him last summer, if I'm not mistaken. I think when I was doing videos last summer for the transfer window, I think he was a name that was rumoured a lot. I couldn't tell you. It's not really worked out for him in Spain, has it? I think the club are pretty much admitting now that they're after a defender. Obviously, with Yerry Mina, as great as he is, seems to be made of breadsticks for legs, really, which is such a shame because I really like him, and I think most fans really like Yerry Mina. He's a player that we all just really adore, but his body is his worst enemy. As for Lenglet, he's played a couple of games this season for Barcelona. As far as a defender goes, he's had a couple of appearances. I don't know. He's played 18 in La Liga this season. I don't know how well he is in terms of injury proneness, because obviously we don't want to sign another player who's injury prone. He is 26 though, and he is a left-footed player, so he played that left-hand side. It just, like Brownhill, gives a bit more balance on that back four, or a back five if Lampard ends up going back there. So it's an interesting one, isn't it, Clement Lenglet? I don't think it'll happen. I think we're linked with other players. I think we're linked with better players, in all honesty, for that centre-back role. So I hope it doesn't happen, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. He was linked last summer. Fajarez aren't as reliable as some of the others, so take it with a little bit more of a pinch of salt. But it'd be interesting to see what actually occurs there. We've got more on Ryan Kent. We are apparently joined as a host of Premier League clubs to sign him. According to 90 Min, we've shown interest in the 25-year-old. Leeds, Wolves and Fulham are all eyeing a move for Kent this summer, but Rangers, according to the report, are planning to make him an offer of an extension. I'd be interesting to see what he does. He's a very good player for Rangers. In the Scottish League, obviously, he's playing in the Europa League now and in the Europa League final as well. The teams that are linked with him, Leeds United could go down. Fulham have just come back up, but a lot of people are already saying Fulham might go back down. I don't know. I've not seen a lot of them in the Championship, but Fulham do that every year. But Marco Silva has really smashed the Championship with them, so we'll have to wait and see. Wolves are, steady Premier League club, so they're quite a tempting offer for him. Hopefully, we can convince him to stay and come to us. It'd be quite nice if he came. He's 25, so he's should be in his prime really now. But it's another one of them. It depends what the clubs around us. It depends. He might want to stay at Rangers as well. Like I said, they're offering him a different an extension. It then comes down to what's he want to do. Does he want to play in the Scottish League all his life, or does he want to crack at the Premier League again? He was at Liverpool for quite a long period, went out on loan to a number of clubs, went out on loan to Rangers before Rangers got him. So realistically, it comes down to, does he want another crack at that? Maybe he wants another crack at it. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But he's an important player for Rangers. I know Rangers fans quite like him. Last season, he played 37 games, got 10 goals, 9 assists. This season, not as good. 25, 2 goals, 8 assists. He is playing under a different manager, possibly in a different role. He does play left wing, and can play centre forward. So it'll be interesting to see if he comes to us. A little bit worrying that his best season came under a manager he's not going to be playing under. And then before that was his breakout one, really. Before that, he got 7 goals, 1 assist, 6 goals, 5 assists in 27 and 21 games. So yeah, a little bit unsure about that one. But we might not even get it. Like I said, Rangers might get him, so we'll have to wait and see. For me, I mean, realistically, for me, he's not who I'd like. But I feel like from what I've seen of us linked, we're going under a different direction of players now. We're not going for the sort of ex-Barca player other than Longley, obviously, in the Gavi, if there's any truth in that. But like him and another player I'm about to mention now seem a bit more diamonds in the rough, or players who are going to get overlooked. In all honesty, speaking about former Everton players, Pavel Nedved has claimed that Moise Kean can provide goals. They lost through Cristiano Ronaldo. He said, "I might not ask Kean for 35 goals, but he should be able to provide 25 as he has great potential. If we play him near the opposition area, he knows how to score. I ask lots of him, and we expect forwards to contribute more goals next season. And this is what we've been lacking in our finishing." So it obviously sounds like, for all the rumours the other day about them not wanting him, they are going to keep him Juventus, which is brilliant for us. That's where it links him with us. It means that we'll get it. I think they were stuck to it anyway, but it stops that panic that some people had. Next, this is the other workhorse diamond in the rough player. Everton are linked with Burnley midfielder Josh Brownhill. According to 90 Mins, the Blues are interested in the deal that could cost up to 15 million, while the report claims Leeds are interested, and so are West Ham, who are favourites. He does seem like a very Moyes signing, doesn't he, really? He's definitely one that David Moyes will look at with quite, big admiration. He would, if anyone was a Moyes player, I'd say Brownhill. I will get his stats up as well now for the summer, but yeah, it's a bit of a different one, isn't it? It's not quite the players that we were used to 2 seasons ago when Farhad Moshiri was absolutely spending the money like a madman. And maybe this is a better direction for the club. I can't sit here and go, I'm not too sure about this transfer policy, because obviously there's a new director of football as well, because it's not worked in previous years. I will say this, they all seem to be 26. Instead of us buying 30 or 29-year-olds, we're buying, and we're not buying that many youngsters. It looks like we're mainly going to aim for players who can come in and make an immediate impact, which is something we need. If we could do a blend of players who are ready right now and players who've got potential, that'd be brilliant. But it means we won't have an aging squad when we buy 28, 29-year-olds that we don't know how to use. And then in 3 years, we're like, what do we do with them? Like Schneiderlin, for example. Brownhill this season's played 32 games, scored 2, assisted 3. He can play centre mid, right mid. Looking at his stats here, he's got slightly more goals than he's expected on his XG. I don't think he's a big goal scorer. He has created 38 chances, though. He's playing in a quite poor Burnley. Likes to attempt tackles as well. He seems a bit more like more box to box, maybe. Maybe he'll be played in that 6 role, in that 8 role. So we'll have to, maybe Brownhill. I mean, West Ham will probably be the more realistically appeasing offer for him because they have European football potentially next season. So that will be playing on his mind. And West Ham look at the minute, as much as I'd hate to say this, and I know some of you will be like, what you on about, because of the blue tinted glasses, they do seem a little bit more stable at the minute than us. He might be looking and go, I don't want to know, but I don't think, hopefully we won't be in the same position we are next season, but that will play onto his mind. So, we'll have to wait and see. But that is all we've got time for. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below on any of the stuff I've talked about. Would you take Brownhill? think that shabby thing? Do you think there's any truth in that? Would you like the look of Longley? Yeah, would you like Ryan Kent? If you watch much of Ryan Kent, do you like him? I will say as well, we've got some new stuff in our Toffee Blues shop, some absolutely great stuff. We've got the Richarlison Pyro t-shirt, which looks absolutely mint, to be fair. The R7 Pyro shirts look sick. Got mugs as well with it on. Got the Obi-Wan Kenobi shirts and mugs as well. And they're absolutely brilliant. So if you want to check them out, the link will be in the description for the shop. Go buy them if you like them. I think there's some pretty good merch there. They all look pretty sick. And I'd probably have a mug or a t-shirt or something. They are pretty decent stuff. So go check that out as well. And I will see you all very, very soon.